West LA is one of the most highly desirable areas to live in the city of Los Angeles, on the west side to be specific. And in this video, I'm going to go over 10 things, 10 reasons that you should know when moving to West LA. So, what is West LA? West LA is located, I'll show you a map right here, just off the 405 freeway, north of Culver City, between Brentwood, and between Santa Monica and Beverly Hills. It's just smack on the west of LA. Pretty self-explanatory, but if you don't know too much about this area, it is a pretty suburban neighborhood, a lot of single-family homes as well as a lot of apartments. There is a lot for everyone to enjoy in West LA. First off, we're going to go over a few of the important reasons, and I'm sure you know number one, excellent weather is an obvious. If you're moving to LA, if you're moving to West LA, you're going to have excellent weather. Now, one thing people might not know if you're not from LA is that closer to the ocean, it will be a little cooler. A lot of the homes on the west side don't even have AC, because why would you need it when it's just going to be perfect weather almost all year round? So that is one benefit to living in LA. The weather is almost near perfect. Average temperature, about 75 degrees, and it can be 75 degrees even in January when you're getting 2 feet of snow over in Buffalo, New York. But that's why we love the West Coast. That's why we love Southern California, because of the weather, and that should be the obvious one. Number two, access to beaches. Now, the good thing about West LA, it is right next to the 405 freeway. You can either take Santa Monica Boulevard or go down to the 10 and just take that freeway all the way to Santa Monica. You can go to the Pacific Palisades Beach. Malibu isn't even too far away. Even the South Bay, Silicon Beach, Venice area, all the beaches that you know and love in Los Angeles are going to be about 10-15 minutes away from you if you're living on the west side or just in West LA in general. So number three is the vibrant nightlife. So surprisingly, on the west side of LA, you have a more lively and homey nightlife feel than you would get if you are living in West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, Hollywood. Now, that gets a little more hype if you're living in West Hollywood, and that's because it's where all the celebrities are going. You know, you're seeing it on the news. You're seeing all the events happening over there. But on the west side, you have more bars and a nightlife scene for the locals, for the adults ages 25 to 40, let's say, or even the younger people, because Westwood is pretty close. The young adults, 21 to 25 as well, in the Westwood, Brentwood areas, or even towards Santa Monica. There's just a lot of nightlife to experience, a lot of great restaurants all over. You're going to get some of the high-end restaurants as well in Brentwood, in Santa Monica, that you will see in Beverly Hills. So it's similar kind of vibe, just maybe a different style of people. People will dress a little bit different, more casual than in Beverly Hills. You might see people wearing suits a little more often and driving their Rolls Royces or Lambos. But on the west side, tops are down in their convertibles, and you're just experiencing the ocean breeze a little bit more if you're in West LA or further west. Number four is great for shopping. There are a lot of nice malls in LA, so before you go all the way to West LA, you have, in my opinion, the nicest mall in LA, the Century City Westfield Mall. If you guys have not been there, it's this giant outdoor mall. You have an AMC movie theater. You have luxury restaurants such as Eataly. You have an Equinox gym there. You have one of the biggest food courts in LA. There's also they do some events on the central lower section as well, where they can have a giant projector. I've seen them play movies down there. And there's just so much to do. Every store that you can imagine is in that Westfield Mall. But also you have 3rd Street Promenade, which is about 10 minutes away from West LA in Santa Monica, where it's a closed-off mall on 3rd Street that extends the entire length from pretty much the 10 freeway all the way up to Santa Monica Boulevard, Wilshire as well. And you have a lot of restaurants, a lot of shops. Experience that if you're ever on the west side too, because it's a great vibe. You get a lot of tourists there. That's the more touristy part. The most touristy part of the west side of LA is going to be happening on 3rd Street Promenade and where the pier is as well. If you want a little bit of less touristy action, you want to go to some decent restaurants or bars, go down to Main Street in Ocean Park. It's a little more of the local scene. Or go up to Brentwood, San Vicente. They have a lot of nice restaurants up there as well. Or you go to Venice, you get some more casual sit-down outdoor restaurants. There's just a whole bunch of areas and specifics. If you guys want any restaurant opinions or have any other questions about places to go on the west side, just reach out to me. My information is down in the description below. We've already gone through 4 of them here, but if I didn't say it already, My name is Darren Kriz. I am a local real estate agent. My team and I do help people buy, sell, and invest in this beautiful city every single day, every single week. We are working with clients just like you guys to help them move to LA no matter what they're trying to do out here. So if you have any questions, I've lived out here for as long as I can remember, pretty much my whole life. So I know this place like the back of my hand. But number 5 is the cultural attractions. So West LA has many cultural attractions such as the Getty Center, the Hammer Museum, and the Museum of Tolerance. A lot of museums, a lot of artsy places to go. There's more to experience than just the nightlife scene or the beach on the west side too. Just as Hollywood and West Hollywood have all these extravagant things, they might get a little bit more pub than on the west side, but I can assure you there are similar types of fun events that you can do on the west side as well in West LA without having to go through the mid-city, Beverly Hills type traffic when you're trying to cut through to the Hollywood area. But number 6, this goes with all of Los Angeles, but also even more so on the west side, excellent food. Look up any top 10 restaurant list in LA, and I'll bet you're going to find a handful of them west of the 405. Surprisingly, because, I mean, Venice and Santa Monica are still some of the most expensive places to live, and they don't have all of the newest builds in apartments or housing. You're not going to find 10,000 square foot homes like you might up in Brentwood, the Palisades, Beverly Hills, and all that. You're going to find 2,000 square foot homes because people don't want to stay in their homes if you're going to be living that close to the beach, that close to where everyone's going to be vacationing. You're going to live where other people are vacationing. Now, when you finally do that, when you finally move to the west side and your home is where people vacation, I mean, isn't that the dream? I think that's what everyone wants to do, live where others vacation. When it comes to excellent food, there's a big, diverse cultural food scene, obviously all over LA. And the west side has some of the best. We can talk about Ospi in Venice, one of the best Italian restaurants. They have great wine there. Elefante is also one of the nicest rooftop decks in all of Santa Monica. Go to Elefante if you haven't been. Highly recommended for all shapes and sizes. Any kind of person would love Elefante. The sunsets there, but make sure you book a reservation early in advance because they do sell out pretty quickly over there. But number 7, good public transportation system. Now, that is rare to hear in LA, but surprisingly, there is a great bus system throughout Santa Monica, great bikes as well. There are those Lime scooters around everywhere. There's always a way to get around town on the west side, a lot easier than even in the Valley, even in Beverly Hills, West Hollywood. And another great thing about the west side is that there's a lot of parking, surprisingly. In Santa Monica, you have 8 giant parking structures that typically will never run out of parking space all hours of the night, and it's not expensive at all. It's one of the best parking and transportation neighborhood city in all of Los Angeles. So if parking's an issue in West Hollywood, if you're getting a ticket every week like I do, I mean, you might as well go over to the west side and park in a structure that's actually going to keep your car safe without you having to rush back and see someone ticketing you. Next is the proximity to everything. To Hollywood is 10 minutes away. Santa Monica, it's 10 minutes away. The freeway is 10 seconds away. The Valley, 10 minutes away north. The airport is even about 15 minutes away. I don't think you can find a more central location in the nice areas of Los Angeles aside from West Hollywood. I mean, couldn't tell you what would be better. Encino in the Valley might be a little cheaper because it is in the Valley. It's going to be 15 degrees hotter than West LA, but it is a little cheaper. You get a little more bang for your buck. You get bigger homes in Encino, but you're not that close to the beach. You're not that close to the action in Beverly Hills. You don't feel as LA as you would want to if you are not from here, wanting to move to the west side. If you want to move to LA to get that LA lifestyle, that feel, go to West LA or the west side because you could live in West Hollywood and be able to walk to places easier, but in my opinion, you're just a bit too far from the freeway. So if you're going to be in West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, just know that you will be doing most of your activities in the city, in the heart of the city. It will be harder to commute to different places because of all the traffic before you even get to the freeway. Number 9 is high quality schools. If you want your kids to go to school, West LA is one of the best areas for your kids to go to school, as well as college. Santa Monica City College, one of the biggest colleges to get your AA, community college, or junior college. Also, Westwood has UCLA, one of the best schools. I don't need to talk too much about UCLA. I'm sure you guys know. If you're sending your kids to UCLA, you living in West LA would make that only a 5-minute drive to go pick up your kid at their dorms. I mean, I'm sure they don't want you anywhere near their dorm rooms if they're going to college at UCLA. Well, my camera actually died, and I'm filming this a day later. But like I was saying in number 9, I know you helicopter parents of UCLA kids would want to live a little bit closer to campus, so West LA might be the spot that you find a place that fits your needs as well. So number 10 is the employment opportunities in West Los Angeles. I mean, it is so central that any commute you're going to have in LA is going to be pretty convenient, pretty easy. You can come to West LA and not even have a specific set job, be looking around, and if you find something in the valley, on the west side, over in Santa Monica or downtown, you're pretty central and conveniently located to everywhere, not to mention that I already have, but 405 freeway is right there, 10 freeway is right there, and it is pretty easy to get anywhere you need to be in a great location in Los Angeles. So that's why West LA, I love talking about it because it is so convenient in every single aspect of the city. But thank you guys for watching. That was everything for the top 10 reasons why you should move or live in West Los Angeles. Like I said, my team and I help people every single day buy, sell, and invest in property in Los Angeles. If you have any questions at all, reach out to me down in the description below. Also, if you're a real estate agent and you want to grow your team or your personal brand through YouTube, there is a course in the description below. Click that link, check it out, or email me with any questions at all. Always happy to help up-and-coming realtors in the game of social media because there are endless opportunities, not only in LA, but out there in the world of the online internet. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff like I've been saying. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.